Hey, everybody, welcome back to another episode of UHS Presents. I'm here with my co host, Lori, as always.
Hey.
I see you're wearing a t shirt today. That must mean it's like sort of normalish temperatures there.
Right, it's not freezing cold.
Maybe.
It's
Wow.
still cooler
Yeah,
than it is where you are, I think, though.
I hope so. It's been hotter here, but I hope everybody's more comfortable than I am right now. Of course, I'm starting to wonder, am I like hitting like early menopause or something? Why am I always hot? I should not always be hot. I have hypothyroidism. I should be cold, right? Like that's
Right, you're supposed to be
cold.
cold.
I see my camera went a little bit pinker after we went live. That's fun.
That's interesting.
I got a gift from Technology Santa, and it was a new webcam, and it's great, but I have to fiddle with it more to get it to be see. Like before, I was always yellow. Do you remember? And now I'm a little too pink. Although, like I said, it might just be because I'm 1,000 degrees right now. I don't. I'm so hot.
We need just constant fans blowing on you so your hair's like blowing and you're all glamorous.
Like Shakira. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Katie's here, says, "Hey guys, hey Katie, thanks for joining us." And J Man's here, said, "Hey, hi Sarah and Lori. J Man is in the Unlikely Heroes house." I read that, and it's still blood-brain barrier. I don't know.
It's like gravy.
Yeah, it's too hot. It's really hot.
Sarah's
So,
brains are
anyway,
melted.
I'm still functional on a basic level, so I guess there's that at least. What do we have for news in the Unlikely Heroes studios?
So I'm told the Surgeon 5 is going to be 100% done by the end of July. Pencils are like line art is 2 pages from being done, and colors are progressing, and we should be showing more of it on Kickstarter soon as an update, so you guys know that we're actually working on it. It is happening.
I'm excited. I mean, I've seen enough of the stuff as it's been going that it's like it's worth the wait. It's so going to be worth the wait.
Yeah, it's really awesome. Hedwin and Omar working together is a really awesome pair. Yeah, and then of course the Super Kickstarter is launching tomorrow. Very excited. We got shirts, we got covers, variant covers, 6 freaking covers. And we got a Blitz standee, which will be
thank
really
Mark
cool.
Tonelli for that idea, because we have enough stuff that we could have done that right away, but like nobody thought of it. And then Mark's like, "Yeah, we should do that." And it was the last stream, wasn't it? He was like, "Yeah, we should do a standee." And
yeah,
I should always do a standee.
Yeah, we should. They're awesome, and I love seeing them in like people's houses. Yeah.
Yes. I mean, the only problem is that they are huge, so you have like, where are you going to put them? Eventually, you're going to run out of room, so you got to be selective and where you're going to put them. Unless you're going to build a house just for your standees, then I guess that's fine. Like just a maze of hallways, like a big room with just like lots of hallways, so that there's lots of walls, and then you could just walk through and visit your standees. It's a thought.
That's like awesome and terrifying at the same time.
Oh, you think has anybody here besides me been to the House on the Rock? It's in Wisconsin. And if you think that concept is terrifying, then I need to drag your ass out here and take you to the House on the Rock. It's fucked up. It's so fucked up. So, J-Man said, "My brain is mush also. It's hot in Northeast Illinois today." Yeah, it is. It's hot. The entire upper Midwest is.
Oh, it's humid in Illinois too. Like the air is soup in Illinois. Like that's
J-Man. Let me know. It's usually soupy here, and this year it has been so dry, and I don't understand it. It's normally we get hot, but we get lots of humidity, and so like you're just always damp, and it's gross. Because if you're damp, you want it's like you're supposed to be cold when you're damp. But no, you're roasting. It's awful. And so I'm curious. I'm curious if it's doing what it's supposed to be in the summertime right now. Because here it is not. It is so dry. I mean, not like desert, not like mountains dry, but it's dry. It's like we're maybe getting to 50% humidity here, and normally it's like 80 or 90. Like you have to drink your air.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, very, very not humid, not normal. J-Man said, no pun intended, I'm super excited for Super. I'm glad everybody's so excited for that. And like everything is just like it's all still the same story and the same characters and the same everything that got you on board for it in the first place, but it's just like punched up. We took it to 11. Where's that from?
Yeah. I think you guys are going to be really happy. It's going to be great, and I'm hoping we get some new fans for Super 2, and you guys.
Yes, that'd be so great. And yeah, that's one of the things that we took out some of the F-bombs and stuff, so it's a little more not kid friendly, but teenager friendly maybe.
Yeah.
So Matt Frank says, hey guys, it's 108 in Austin and I want to die. Anyway, yay, new live stream. I don't want you to die.
No.
108 is gross though, so I mean, but it's a dry heat. That's what they always say. J-Man, you've never read Super, really? I would have thought.
Oh.
You're going to be in for a treat.
Oh, yeah. Well, now you get to read the best version of it, so I'm very excited for you. Yeah.
Yes. I'm very excited for everybody. And like everybody who's read it probably hasn't read it in a while. And so getting the punched up colors and the punched up dialogue and the punched up, the fuck does that even mean? It's better, okay? Like it's the same, but it's also better. Matt says, is there a Lori cosplay cover?
Oh shit. Yeah, we should do that, huh?
Yeah, maybe we can make that a stretch goal because that'd be pretty cool. And if you've got the weather, because like I wouldn't want to subject you to trying to do a new photo shoot if it's like 1,000 degrees out there. But if you've got this cooler stuff happening, now's the time.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to do that. That's a good idea.
Tony Clapper's here. Tony says hello. Hey, Tony. Thanks for joining us.
And Andrew. Hey, Andrew.
And Andrew. Oh, I missed Andrews. Hey, Andrew. Yeah, I'm very excited for all of this stuff. And excited that everybody joined us tonight. There's lots of comments right off the bat here. Normally takes a few minutes for comments to start rolling in. So,
well, do you want to like bring the guest on and talk about the surprise kind of together?
That is exactly where I was thinking. So you read my brain. So let's do that. Today we are talking about American Dreams Volume 1 with the author, with the guy who made it happen, Daniel Kalban. Hey, Daniel. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, guys. Oh, be back.
Andrew says it's time to fuck shit up with Super. And I'm going to go with depends on what you mean by fuck shit up, I guess. But I'm going to go with yes and no. Because fuck shit up in the good way, in the fun way.
In the good way, yes.
Not in the getting arrested in England way, which is where I think that came from. I don't know. We're gonna get if we ever go over there, we're gonna get Ian kicked out of his own country. Is where I'm thinking about that.
Yeah.
So, anyway, the surprise thing. Let's do that first. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So,
since it's relevant to our guest in this case,
very much so. And J-Man said, "Hey, my friend Daniel, what's up, buddy?"
Hey, Jay.
If I can make my stupid mouse work, I can show you the thing. So, okay, so for a long time we had been floating this idea, like we wanted to do a because you know Daniel, you know that there's that battle for first backer all the time in all of our Kickstarters. And I love watching it. I don't ever want to participate in that battle. It is way too competitive for me, but I love watching it. That's like, it should be an Olympic sport. I love it. And I love the bickering back and forth that happens when the person who wanted it and happened to be nearest to us didn't get it. I mean, it's just fun. Okay. Like I love watching it. And we had for a long time been talking about floating, not really super serious. But then this is my galaxy brain. One day I was just like, you know what? I am serious about this now. And last Kickstarter was the Artist Yak, and Daniel was the first backer. And I said, screw it. I am serious about this now. We're going to do a first backer reward or award. Yeah. And so we did. I did it. And here it is. It's a little plaque. And it's got your name on it. And it says that you are the first backer for the Artist Yak, and it's got the date. And so when you get your stuff, we're going to mail this with it. And it was kind of really fun. And I also spent way too much money trying to figure out how to make it happen the way I wanted it to. And in the end, like, this was all shit I already had. It was so dumb. I'm so dumb. Like, I've got this ability to do this creative stuff, but then I've got to go about it the stupidest way possible. But it happened. It looks great, I think. It
looks great.
And it's not so big as to like be a big pain in the ass. If you want to display it, you can, you know, stick it on your wall or something, or just put it on a what are those thingies that hold the tripod thingies?
Stand?
What are those? Yeah, the little stands. What the fuck are those called? You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And they like you can put them on one of them, and yeah. So
it's really funny because when I was literally on my phone, like going back home from work, I was walking down 48th Street by Rockefeller Center. I'm like, oh, it's live, and I was like on my phone. So I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna get first, and somehow.
That's wild. The stories. See, I think I'm gonna require this from now on. Like, so this is like we're officially doing this. This is whoever is first tomorrow is gonna get one of these too with your name on it and stuff like.
And the campaign name.
Yes, it's it says first backer, the Artist Yak, June 2022. You're a real and likely hero, Daniel Kalban. That's what it says. So it'll have your name, it'll have the campaign, it'll have the date, and the that's gonna be a thing now. So
yeah.
So whoever tomorrow. I mean, I don't know. I guess we should post a picture or something like just to foment. We gotta foment, right?
Yeah.
Gotta stir the shit pot, right?
And Mike Watson's going to be on the stream, so he's going to be real pissed if he can't get first backer again.
Well, I remember it used to be him, Danny Quick, and Morgan, trying to get first.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be interesting. It should be interesting. So yeah, I'm excited to see what happens tomorrow. Like. Yeah. Don't even care, like didn't of course I care, but like I don't even like, it's no pressure for me at all. We're just, except for the jumping on the live stream and remembering to do that, and not having weird technological things happening. That was weird.
Right.
Just sitting by myself in the room going, why are they not here yet? And then I backed out and then came back in and poof, you were there, and I was like, what the hell? Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, I don't know what StreamYard's doing.
J-Man said Andrew Duggan is fast at typing and getting first sometimes. That is true. Andrew's gotten first a time or two, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So we'll see. And yeah, so like that's what that's about, though. Is like, just because we're just like stirring into shit some more.
Pretty much.
Me specifically, I guess if I was just like one day I was like, I'm gonna make that thing. It took longer than a day to figure it out, but once I did,
we got this.
It's gonna be fun. Be
yeah, you should take a picture of it and we'll post it on social media before tomorrow.
We'll do that after. We'll do that after the show tonight. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
So, I guess now we should get to the reason that you're here, which is your Kickstarter, American Dreams. Well, it's Volume 1, right? So,
yeah, Volume 1.
And we actually, this is unusual, but we actually do have your trailer. Like, we don't normally get everybody's trailer when we have them on the show, but we got yours. So, It's
because we made it for him.
Yeah.
I did know that. So, God damn it. So, if you'd like, we can wait and play that later. But if you'd like, we can play it now. So
let's play it now.
Leave it up to you. All right, let's play it now.
That's what they're advertising.
All righty.
My name is Jake Gold. I'm an immigrant living in New York in 1900. By day, I toil in a sweatshop for little pay. At night, I fight in a gang for my little piece of America. That is, until the night Thomas Edison performed a mad science experiment in Central Park. I was in a brawl downtown when I and the others were given fantastic powers. I was afraid to use them. When disaster struck, I used them to save lives. Now, I'm working for Harry Houdini and his vaudeville act. And these girl reporters and the anarchist Emma Goldman wants me to use my abilities to do good. And now, there's this British madman named Aleister Crowley, sending goons after those I care about. My kid brother Eli calls me a superhero, but the papers seem to like calling me Liberty. And I'm gonna fight to protect everyone's American dream.
That was fun. I didn't watch it, and Eric usually likes to throw in that heavy metal music, and so I was like, that's probably not appropriate for this. So I'm curious to see what happens.
We actually, because we had that little mini album last year for issues 1 through 5, and my composer, reached out to my composer, said, "Can you make a little mini suite to go along with the trailer?" He's like, "Yeah, sure."
Awesome.
And so we took our voice actor track, and I'm pulling a blank on the guy's name, but Lori recommended a website for me, and I found the voice actor, and so I gave the voice track to Charles. Charles then took the music he composed last year, did like a little sync up with the tracks, and splice everything together.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Fantastic. Yeah, it's great. I like it. So I thought I had a bunch of comments here, but it was just the 3 times Unlikely Hero Studios launch thing in our little control panel here. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go read some more. Yeah, Andrew said if he's gonna try for the first backer if we launch while he's awake. So anywho, okay, so I have your Kickstarter up here. Let me pull it up real quick. And why don't you tell us a little about it?
Okay, as the title said, it's 1900s here in New York. Jake Gold, a Jewish immigrant, gets caught up in a mad science experiment being done by Thomas Edison, gains superpowers as a result. He now has to figure out what to do with them in this complicated era known as the Gilded Age. And we have it available in 3. You can get the book in 3 ways: PDF, softcover, and hardcover.
Nice.
And the hardcover cover was done by Scott McDaniel, pencils. Lori did the inks. Yeah. And Tommy Shelton, my usual cover colorist, did the colors. And Dodie and Teddy, who are my American Dreams pencils and inks team, did the softcover cover. And Tommy also did the colors on that one.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, I'm biased, but I love that hardcover cover. So you guys should get a hardcover.
Everybody should get a hard. I mean, hardcovers are like the books stay together so much longer than hardcover. I'm hard on books. So the only thing is, I did one time. I got a little overzealous and I opened it up and I broke the spine, and then I eventually ended up like doing that. Wobbling it back and forth until it split, but you can do that with any book. So
yeah,
I'm just really hard on stuff. Like that's just how I think.
Yeah.
Andrew said I pledged for the hardcover, and that was an excellent choice.
Nice.
And Andrew also said that asked was the voice actor Cabo Foster, and it was not. I do know that part, but there were reasons. There's like lots of reasons for having. But like Daniel, I'll just let you explain all this stuff. Like. There were reasons that it wouldn't have been him.
Well, we went for this thing called Bunny Studio. That I'm trying to find.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Lori recommended. Bunny Studio. I'm trying to find the name of the guys. I'm going back for all my records, and we reached out for I went for like a whole bunch of listening to a whole bunch of various voice actors because they all have little samples on their profiles. And I'm like, okay, because it sounded like I don't want to sound like Christian Bale in Newsies because he laid on a little thick in that film.
Right.
Sure.
And I'm like, okay, and it's kept coming back to this one voice actor. If I can get this thing to work, but it's like, really, it's just really interesting who you find just out there.
Now,
Yeah,
I have to decide.
You for this you specifically wanted a Jewish person to do the voice acting, right?
Right,
Because-
I wanted to, but like I couldn't find one exactly. But though, based on his name, I think he actually might be Jewish. It's like Dan Harbaugh, which could be Jewish.
Well, it's
like,
tough to find. Yeah, because that's not necessarily something people would want to advertise, and I totally understand it. It's all the reasons why you might choose not to advertise being Jewish. It sucks, but I understand.
Mhm.
And in the meantime, you found somebody who worked out well for the words that he said. What the fuck am I saying?
the script.
Thank you. The script. You found somebody who worked well with this. Like he had the feel. Like his voice was good. It worked out. Everything was good.
Yeah.
He has kind of this great, like he has kind of a naive kind of feel to him, and he's got kind of like I don't know. He just did a really good job getting the New York kind of Jewish, kind of naive voice all in one, and I was pretty impressed. Yeah. But without going like so over the top, like New York Jewish accent.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Because you can go so many ways with it. You can go like, you can go all the way to like Christian Bale in Newsies, where he wasn't playing a Jewish character, but it was like such a strong old school New York accent you could cut off a knife. In the other direction, you get Carl Reiner and Mel Brooks.
Right. Exactly.
I was watching. I like to put on. Well, I suppose y'all know if you watch the show. I like to put on movies and whatever as background noise while I'm working. And the other day, I saw Miss Congeniality 2 was on Netflix, and I was like, all right, click.
Oh, I haven't seen that show.
Oh, her accent in there is so cheesy. Like, it's so cheesy. It's just so, like, I get it and I know why, but it was a little, she had the little inflection in the first movie, but then the second one, they were just like, okay, as far as you can go, just make it as cheesy and as obviously parody, like just go and make it cartoony is what they did. And so that's her accent in that. And I thought that's ridiculous. And that reminded me of that today. I was like, thankfully your voice actor did not do that.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's really weird because I remember seeing Miss Congeniality, the first one, in theaters when I was a kid, because my sister had a birthday party. Obviously, being the older brother, they didn't want me there at the time. So my dad and I went to see a movie, and so for some reason we chose Miss Congeniality. I'm like, okay. I ended up laughing my ass off. I must have been like 9, 10. God, how many years ago was this? And I'm like laughing hysterically at this because those also might be the first time I ever think I saw William Shatner in, weirdly enough.
Oh, yeah.
Unless I saw like Star Trek, the first movie, on like VHS before that, but who knows?
Sure. Yeah, no, the first movie is great. The second movie could have been good, but it suffered from some shitty writing.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah.
But I mean, the plot was there, but it suffered from a little shitty writing.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't get Michael Caine back. They replaced him with Diedrich Bader as the fashion consultant.
I fucking loved him as.
He's great, but it's like.
Yeah. Oh, he was hilarious.
Yeah, and now he's Batman. Again.
So okay. So let's get back on topic. Talk about this because this is okay. So how many? Oh, this is volume 1. So how many issues is this?
It's issues 1 through 5, but we also are adding in a brand new prologue, 2 shorts, one of which is still being drawn because ours had some health issues, and I think we're gonna have a color gallery, and we have some digital extras we're planning to throw in. And I talked with Lori about an idea for it to be unlocked once we hit 8.5K, if we hit 8.5K. Because right now 8.5K is like our current final stretch goal, but now we'll have like a mystery add-on that I haven't even mentioned yet in the text yet. I need to add that in.
Yeah. So you heard it first here. Although mystery.
Yeah.
Mystery.
We're not revealing it until we hit that goal. Stretch goal.
But I'm not going to bore everybody by just reading everything verbatim here because you can go do that yourself if you want to. But I am going to show some of these pictures. Let me get back out. I see. This is the thing that bugs me about showing my screen off is that I have to like keep zooming in and out. But
yeah, I love that opening page splash. I need to buy that off Dodie sometime.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that
so
opening
cool.
that opening splash for issue 1.
I
only own 2 pieces of American Dreams, and they're both covers. And they're not done by Dodie.
Oh wow.
Oh, nice.
I own Neto Diaz's issue 1 cover, and I own the pencils, obviously, from Scott McDaniel's hardcover cover. But I don't own any interior art for American Dreams yet.
Like you do. It's always such a good reward though to give away the original pages if they exist, you know, because sometimes people do digital. So
well, Dodie I know still pencils. I think at that time Tebby was still doing physical inks. I think now Tebby switched to digital inks. Because at the time I think Dodie and Tebby lived in the same city. Now they live in different cities, so now it's easier just to send it in for digital ink.
that's fair.
Yeah.
So but yeah, you can see the art excellent inside here. I like the feel. Like it's kind of not sepia, but like the colors are kind of is washed out the right way to say it.
A little bit, yeah.
Muted?
They're a little, yeah, muted. That's what I wanted.
Yeah, Warney was
kind of gives you that oldie timey feel, and it's meant to take you back, and it works out really well, I think.
Yeah, Warnia Sadeo is our colorist, did an amazing job. It's because he also did it's really interesting. Can you compare that to her work on my pal Jared Luhan's Dryfoot? I think it's Dryfoot or Dryfoot, one of them. And where that was set in like Miami in the 80s, and it's a very different color palette from American Dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It feels like an understatement.
Yeah, it has a steampunk feel too. Which I
Yeah.
like. Just a little bit.
Yeah, and I love the way that it's I wouldn't like say that it's like experimental layouts here with all the panels, but I love the way that it's a good good diversity of the way that they're not just standard, you know,
They're not standard grid,
5 or
like
6 boxes on.
Yeah, Dory's good doing really good page design.
Yeah, and I love it when the artists have fun with the pages, even that part of it. Like that's such a standard boring part of the page, you know, when you're talking about drawing comics, it's just the layout, you know, the boxes on the page. But when the artist has fun with that, I like seeing that. It makes me interested to keep turning the pages.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So okay, and you got your art team here, your creative team. I think rewards. There's the rewards. So $5 is a digital copy. That's digital of 1, right?
Issue 1, yeah. So those example, you want a little taste? We'll give you issue 1 at that price point.
That's I'm I was looking at it because I have not pledged yet. I'm going to, but I have not yet. It was more of a just a I couldn't remember my password, and so I just wasn't ever going to sign into Kickstarter ever again because I was just mad. So but yeah, I was like, I love to get my physical copies, but I think I might have to go digital on this just because $20 is usually where I'm at, and I saw, you know, for volume 1, that's a great price. I'm not complaining about that. It's just that unfortunately $20 is about my max, so I have to go with the digital on this one. But I'm excited to get caught up on it because I haven't read any American Dreams yet, I don't think. So I'm excited to get.
And unfortunately, our early bird specials have ended as of last Thursday, I think.
Yeah, see, if I remembered my password, I might have been able to get in on that. But
yeah, sorry guys.
I would forget I would lose my own head if it wasn't attached. So.
Yeah.
So, okay, but at $20, so $10 you can get American Dreams 1 and the digital copy for physical and copy. So $20 you get the digital American Dreams Volume 1.
Yeah.
Are you okay, Sarah?
The building there's a ghost in here. All right, so early birds are gone, so we won't even look at them. American Dreams Volume 1 soft cover for $35.
And you get the digital copy as a bonus.
Nice. And then 45 is the hardcover. Oh,
Early
look
bird.
at the, yeah, I
That was the
love
early
that
bird.
you've got different art for. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Shit. Man, I'm kind of pissed at this. Like, I know it's my own fault, but like, I gotta blame somebody. I'm gonna blame the cat. He's over there with his little curly tail and butt sticking towards me. It's his fault. He probably stepped on my iPad and signed me out. All right.
Choose the cat.
Okay. But anyway, I love that you have different art for both of the covers too. Just
Yeah.
I thought about that before, but I didn't say anything until now. So okay, hardcover's $55.
Yeah.
And then retailer tier, we don't care about those, do we? We're not retailers.
Well, if there's retailers watching, there is a retailer tier.
Retailers.
No, we don't care. No.
I care.
If you want to carry American Dreams in your store, there is retailer tier available on the Kickstarter.
Yes.
Despite Sarah not caring about it.
You guys keep letting me do this too. You keep letting me get in front of the camera and start talking to everybody, representing the brand and everything. I don't know. I feel like at this point you only got yourself to blame right now. So okay.
Right?
So yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't have any American Dreams yet. I'm pretty sure I missed out on the last one, and I was probably at that don't get it because it's the middle of the series kind of thing. So I'm excited about Volume 1, getting my copy, and for now I will go with that digital, but I would love to upgrade to a physical copy at some point if I can. And once I hit the lottery, or like Unlikely Heroes can sell out to Marvel. I don't know how that works. You make something and then you sell it to a bigger company. That's how everybody makes their money in the movies, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I do want to point out if there are retailers watching, your tier has free shipping.
Oh yes,
Ooh.
excellent point to note. Yes, if there are retailers, which I don't care about. Okay. So.
And we do have some
fine.
planned stretch goals below too. We have some planned stretch goals.
Good. I didn't scroll far enough, huh? Whoop. Where'd it go?
You passed that.
There it is.
Under shipping.
I see it. Stretch goals. Shipping. Yeah, shipping is important because shipping is crazy right now.
Yeah.
So stretch goals. So 6,500 is an indie comics bundle. So what's that? Tell us what that is.
I asked several of my friends, by giving me, like your issue 1 or kind of like thematic with American Dreams, and you have a small little indie bundle of comics for people. And it's always a little fun thing that a lot of people choose to contribute to, and then a lot of people like to get in their rewards. But it's like a little digital indie bundle.
I
Very
think we're
cool.
giving you a book for that, right?
You
I
did.
thought we talked about that.
Yeah, I think you did.
Okay.
If Lori hasn't already done it, it was probably just because it just hasn't been done yet, and that she was going to, because she makes all the big decisions. I don't decide stuff like that. That's all Lori. So okay, 7,500 script PDFs. That's fun. I think that the scripts are fun in a way because you can read the script before you read the comic and get a completely different story in your head.
And what
And
did
then
you
look
do
at
issue
the
2
comic
is what did you do issue 2 you what did you issue 2 is
I'm in trouble here. I'm gonna shut up now. Talk. Do the thing.
The issue 2 script, you'll see the 2 cut pages in the script.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Biffy, that's
Because the guy went from a publisher that said it has to be 24 pages to a publisher that had 22 pages. So it's too late to add them back in now. So you'll see but I had to do some rewriting to hint at it in, I believe, issue 4. So it just happened off screen versus actually seen on screen. Well,
Okay,
one scene
cool.
was one because I'll always explain. One scene was a scene that was hinted at in issue 4. It was a dialogue. The other page was a scene with Edison and his assistant, who's now in Bellevue Hospital. which was one of the which is the madhouse of preference if you were more well heeled. Because if you were not well heeled, you'd be on Bedlam. You'd be on Welfare Island in the madhouse.
Okay. The madhouse.
It's really funny because that island is now Roosevelt Island in the middle of the East River, and what's left of the asylum was like this little octagonal tower, and what's connected to it is a bunch of condos.
Huh.
Oh,
Which is
so
typical
not the
New
same
York
level.
real estate.
Right,
Wow.
right.
Well,
Wow.
it's still full of crazy people, just like crazily insane people. Like who wants to live in a like your lobby is literally what's the remains of the most of an infamous insane asylum. There'll be some ghosts in there.
Yeah, that's so cool. That's awesome.
Yeah. And then 8.5 will be my creator commentary.
Yes.
So trying to figure out the title for the overall commentary. And then
Previous
we'll have
comment. Oh yeah.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Finish. I thought you were done.
and I have to add in now the mystery add-on reveal. But we'll add it when we hit that.
Exciting. I mean, everybody who's waiting or who's backing is going to be excited, I'm sure.
Yeah. And Lori knows what it is.
Oh,
there's only two people who know what it is. Lori and Annie Shaggy Cordy, who's my production person. So they're the only two who know. Annie was actually the one who suggested to me. I'm like, let me run past Lori.
Technically, it's 3 people though, isn't it? Because you know, so that's 3 people.
Yeah, you count. That's true.
Yeah, I count.
So what I was going to ask you before is when you were mentioning about the island and stuff, you did like a shitload of research to make this story happen, didn't you? Like, so yeah. How was that for you? Was that exciting? Was that fun? Was that dull as hell? Like, how did that go?
I'm a history nut, so I love history. And Wikipedia, since they cite everything now compared to when I was a kid, Wikipedia is a very convenient way just to go through things. I also have a book on the aforementioned insane asylum island. I forget what it was called originally because Bedloe's Island was it's now Liberty Island, but I'm pulling up blank on what they called the island before. It was Roosevelt Island. But I also have books on Houdini. I have books on the period. It's so that helps, but also internet helps, and also I would send Google Images is good at finding images of yesteryear. So if I need a reference to send to Dodie, which I had to do in the past, like here you go. And I literally can link them in the script since I just do everything in Google Docs now.
Right.
Oh, the internet is so useful. It's so terrible, but it's so useful.
Yeah.
So, well, that's exciting. That's interesting. That because not everybody has to necessarily do historical research for their comic books. So that's a fun thing, and it'll be interesting if you make it to if you get to do your put together your audio comment or your creator commentary, audio commentary, whatever.
Yeah, it's gonna be written. It's gonna be written commentary.
That like if we get to that point, which I hope you do, because I mean anybody who likes to read comic books, I think enjoys those little the little tidbits on how you did it.
Yeah. And
so that'll be fun for you to be able to be able to record for posterity that's inside your book there, and it's just like because that's not a thing that you normally that people generally have to do, just because of the nature of like the comics generally sort of taking place about this time, and there's a lot that kind of take place in the future as well.
Yeah, it's like a lot of people when they do superhero comics, they'll say at earliest like 1930s, 1940s.
Mm-hmm.
I went a little bit further because my inspiration was the book and musical Ragtime, which said in 1906, so a few years beyond our book. But it's still that whole Gilded Age, a lot of looking at things from today through yesterday's lens kind of feel.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And Ragtime also focuses on 3 distinct, I would say, families, but mainly focuses on a rich white family living in New Rochelle, which is just up literally a little north of the city. There's a Jewish character who does live in the Lower East Side. It's still small, but they're relatively minor. They're major characters, but they're at the focus where everything revolves around. They're one of the focuses, but not the main focus. Whereas, so I'm being a Jewish guy from New York. I'm like, it has to be a Jewish guy from New York that's the focus.
Right.
And mainly focus on that community.
Yeah.
And we need more superheroes in general because I was talking to Keeping It Geekly on Saturday. It's like Jews literally created the comic book industry, like Siegel and Schuster, Kane and Finger, Stan Lee, Jack Kirby, Joe Simon. A lot of others were Jewish guys who lived in Lower East Side tenements or Bronx tenements. Or in the case of Siegel and Schuster, small houses in Cleveland.
Yeah. And yet we don't have a lot of Jewish superheroes. We really don't.
And if they're Jewish, it's really something else, particularly a Marvel, that's more in the fore than their Jewishness.
Mm-hmm.
Like with Magneto and Kitty Pryde, it's the fact they're mutants. Wicked is the fact that he's an LGBTQ icon. Things of the Rock things. You don't talk to, but Jewishness does come to play in some ways. Like his wedding from a couple years ago was a Jewish wedding, with a chuppah and everything. But it's like it's something else other than there being Jewish that's more pushed to the front.
Right.
And we live, unfortunately, in an era where anti-Semitism is increasing with scary regularity, and like we don't still have like a Jewish one shot over at DC or Marvel now. So it's like, come on, guys.
Yeah, let's fix this. Let's get this.
It's like, give us Jews a little bit of a break.
Yeah, right.
Just one break. That's all we ask. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And give Jewish people kind of a character they can relate to, and a character they're like, oh yeah, okay.
I had to make him because it's 1900s guy, so he's probably from a more observant family in general than my specific family, but he's more of a cultural, secular Jew in behavior and dress and everything. He's not going around like the chassidus with the payasses and the black hats and
right.
But at home at least he'll keep kosher because his mother keeps a kosher kitchen. Mm-hmm. His grandfather probably drags him to synagogue every Saturday morning.
Right.
He has to get home from patrol before sundown on Friday night. He's Jewish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think it's good for people to learn about that culture. It's good for them to learn about the cultural aspects of it, and yeah.
Yeah, because diversity only makes us better.
Short.
Yeah.
And our two shorts are going to expand on hit somewhat. Like one's definitely one where it's a Friday afternoon. He has to get home in time, but it's a important something he has to do first when a crisis happens. And that involves the New York City subway at that point, which is still being built.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And the second one gets more into his backstory in general as a young street tough running around 5 Points, the Lower East Side, and the Bowery.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, I think it's really important. It's one of the reasons why I also really like. I'm having such a brain fart. Miss Marvel, like they talk all about the Muslim culture. They talk about Indian culture and Pakistani culture, and like we've never seen that. Like that's. And people are complaining about it because I guess they can't relate to it or some shit. But like,
sadly, there's a loud, vocal, small group. I hope small group in comparison to everyone else. It's a large group in kind of numbers, but small compared to everyone else. Who is not a white, straight, cisgendered Christian male as the protagonist, as the focus. They freak out.
Yeah. Yeah, or if you talk about a different culture at all, they freak out. They're like, they're trying to indoctrinate us with their culture, and it's like we're just talking about it. Like,
yes, it's like embrace some new perspectives, but no, they can't have that.
Yeah, and if they would watch it, they would love it too. Like if they would watch it and not just watch it, you can't just go into it being like, I'm gonna hate this because it's a girl and she's Muslim. And I don't want to see that. Like if you go into it with an open mind and just try and watch it for the sake of watching it, it's a good show.
Yeah.
So just unclench your ass cheeks for just a minute and stop being so.
Yeah, I know Jewish Twitter was not happy with Moon Knight for a lot of reasons. Like so, it's about like we were promised representation and we didn't get it, and what representation we had was just not well done. Like the whole
It's not-
Shiva
they don't
scene
really-
was a well done Shiva scene, for example.
Yeah.
I did not realize that Moon Knight was supposed to be like
Yeah,
I didn't realize they made that promise. That's yeah, no, I never would have. I
Yeah.
did not know that they were
It's
supposed to
literally
they
like-
had made that promise,
like-
and I didn't get it at all when I
It's like
watched
you
it.
cast a non-Jew as a prominent Jewish character. First reaction is gonna be like, in the same age, it's like, and then the director says to like one Jewish comics critic, allegedly the director, because he never could confirm it was him because it was in like a verified account. It's like, just wait and watch, you'll love it. And when the one moment happened, we're like, that's it.
Yeah, it's very like it. You don't really notice that he's Jewish until there's the one basically scene with
Yeah,
the
and,
Shiva,
like-
and I think that's it.
Yeah, like it's like how they say in the very bad Fantastic Four film from a few years ago. The only time you know Ben Grimm is from a Jewish family at all is you see a menorah on a bookshelf. That's it.
Right. It's
Wow.
it's a background. It's barely
Incidentally
mentioned.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That I did not know that. I did not know that they had made promises to make him, to like feature Jewish culture at all in there. So you never would have put it like and like you said, just the one scene, just the one thing. So
Yeah,
I never would have known.
and
He
because
needed-
and his father's a rabbi in the comics. One of the reasons he has the whole split personality is because he couldn't really deal with his father being a pacifist, even in the face of anti-Semites attacking him.
Mhm.
And that's one of the reasons why, he has the anger issues that ultimately creates the split personalities.
Mm-hmm.
And they just did not do as good a job with that representation. I understand the director's an Egyptian, so you want to focus more on the Egyptian stuff, the psychological
Yeah.
stuff. But when you have a Judaism consultant on staff,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't use really any Judaism, it's like,
Yeah.
and it doesn't.
I mean, like, I
Sorry.
guess at least they tried, but like, they didn't. It's like I said, I wouldn't have known. I mean, they did not try hard enough. If that's a
Yeah.
promise that they made, they absolutely did not try even kind of hard enough.
Yeah, it's. I
As a
mean,
non-Jewish person, I did not grow. I grew up in a very insulated little, Catholic white people community, and I should have been like, what's that mean? I should have been confused by some stuff. If they were really featuring anything about Jewish culture, then I should have been confused by some of the stuff and had to, ask or look it up or something.
yeah.
But they didn't do any of that because I didn't even notice. I mean, that's unfortunate.
I mean, they got a good actor for the part, but a lot of Jews were coming for a Jewish actor.
It's not like they don't exist, right?
I know, right?
They're out there. I mean,
like,
don't get me wrong. He's a great actor, like you said, but like they could have found somebody else. Yeah,
It's probably like a lot of Jewish actors get pigeonholed mainly into comedy roles, it feels like.
Yes, that's true. That's a good point. That's a very good point. Yeah.
Mhm.
And like we have you had Seth Rogen, who is Jewish, do Green Hornet, but again, it was more comedy than it was played straight.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I think they said Jason Segel is rumored to be in the Thing, Fantastic Four.
Oh,
He's
interesting.
Jewish,
Okay.
but again, more comedy.
You very comedy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, buy American Dreams because everybody else is fucking this up. So
Yeah, and when you get your Netflix deal, then you're gonna have to be like, no, I get to decide. This shit is gonna stay this way.
Mhm.
And
I definitely would prefer a Jewish actor, even if they've got unknown, to play Jake, if that's the
the
case.
least they could do. That's the least they could have done on anything where they're featuring. Like, that's the least they could have done.
It's like
And so-
it's like even like have an ensemble if need be of a Jewish character is being played by a non-Jew, but at least be the main character a guy from an actor of Jewish descent, even if he has
Mhm.
probably dye his hair very
Yeah.
blonde.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
So frustrating. Like,
really funny. There's like a couple of things that, I say if they're ever gonna mass media adaptation of American Dreams. One, please do your damnedest to get a Jewish actor, even if it's unknown, for the lead. Two,
Mhm.
any composer other than Hans Zimmer, unless Hans Zimmer brings his Prince of Egypt orchestra chops to it. Because Hans Zimmer's scores are just so samey now, and they're all just, and it's like he does everything through a synthesizer. Like he'll have a small string section, a very large percussion section, him at the piano, and a whole bunch of synthesizers.
Okay.
And then you're watching like Lion King or Prince of Egypt, where he did the orchestral scores. It's a full
Yes.
orchestra, and
Yeah.
it's like, why can't you use that?
Let's have you use that. Yeah, exactly.
And then, yeah. And third of all, no Zack Snyder as director. No.
No.
You watched Superman. Another look. I liked Man of Steel. I liked Batman v Superman. I liked Justice League, both versions. But his cult has just turned me off him completely. It's like when you have a whole bunch of people like that level of crazy. It's like, yeah, I don't want them. Thank you.
Yeah, no, we don't. Yeah, we don't want that.
And it's like,
totally feel that.
and it's like, I think he's going to miss the point.
It's going to be super dark and gritty and
Like
It's
it's
not-
dark and gritty.
Yeah, and you're
yes,
yeah,
not to that level.
your main character is gonna be talking like he's got some kind of smoking problem and just yeah. I don't know.
But it's funny because there's a dark show that's set around the same period called The Alienist. That was on TNT, I think, with the guy who plays Baron Zemo in Marvel as the titular character. Alienist at the time is basically an early version of Psychiatrist, and they built a lot of the CGI sets because you can't really replicate late 19th century, early 20th century New York very easily. But what physical sets they built on a lot in Budapest.
Oh,
They also
wow.
develop a lot of the interiors because you have a lot of architecture in Budapest that still looks period.
All right, I guess.
Yeah. Budapest is there currently is a complete anti-Semite, so pluses, minuses.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Like,
frustrating.
Yeah, so long.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like
Well-
I'm just really excited to get this graphic novel out to everyone. So to those watching, thank you in advance or for your support, or thank you already if you have supported.
Yes, thank you guys.
Yes.
It's going to be great.
Sorry
I
to
can't
have that slightly
wait.
down note, but
Yes, it's definitely, and I mean, it's if you just go to the page, and this is another thing that I tested it out for y'all just to make sure, like if you want to, but that you can't find the link that was posted in the chat, or like you don't want to type out the whole thing. I did go test it. You go to Kickstarter.com, click the search, little magnifying glass, type in American Dreams. It's the first one that comes up.
Yeah.
And I think all of them that came up were actually your things, I think.
Yeah.
But I know that the first one that came up was the one that was this one. So
yeah, I've been watching the Kick Track ratings too because for a while we were number 2 on the graphic novels category.
oh
On the
wow,
hot list.
Ooh,
very
On the hot
nice.
list on graphic novels on Kick Track, and we were like in top 10 for a while. We are currently number 4.
still good. That's
Still-
awesome.
yeah. Still
Yeah.
the upper half of the top 10 there. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll take it. So
Yeah, I'm right I'm under Cat's Anthology actually right now,
Oh, there you go.
that's a thing.
which you guys should go back to. It's a really great anthology.
I'll have to go check it out when we're done.
I think I'm backing it. I'm pretty sure I'm backing it. I lose track.
I always like, I'm always so worried about, do I have enough money to pay my insert name a bill here? And so I'm very careful about what I back. So I'm backing all my friends' stuff right now. And I am so excited to get to like just go and find something that nobody told me about. Like that's one of my modest little dreams is right
Yeah,
now making it work. But
I like there'll be points where I'm like, okay, what do I drop from my backlist? Because I might be going, too much.
oh man, I would back everybody's everything probably if I could. I just
Yeah.
Same.
just need more money.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
know the feeling.
I have enough money.
Payday's coming soon.
Don't even need that much. Like you don't even need that much to be able to support all the cool projects out there. You just it's $10 here, $20 there, and it's like Elon Musk made in the past amount of time that we've been talking. Elon Musk made enough for me to support myself and every single Kickstarter I want to support for the rest of my life in just the 56 minutes we've been on the air.
Yeah.
So like and then I would still have just so much money left over.
Yeah,
I mean, but that's what Fucking
He really is the JP Morgan of our era in all the
Right?
negative connotations I'm implying.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
don't. I don't get the worship. Like he's not the
Oh, me
genius
either.
that you say he is. He's not the genius you think he is. He's not. I mean, shrewd businessman. I'll like even that. I'm starting to question with that whole Twitter thing. So
Yeah, like, Twitter saying, "Oh no, we're bringing you. You're going to buy us, and you're going to like it."
that'll be a very interesting little saga to keep on top of there. I am curious to see what comes of that, but. So, anywho's, okay, I'm gonna pop this back in here real quick one more time because you were
Oh, it went up.
416 and 126 backers.
Wow, I literally blinked like a little while ago and was just checking, and I, well, yep, here we go, and that was, and let's see what that was.
I don't know if there's some kind of magic for the live stream, but we always manage to get everybody a couple of backers, and that makes me happy because I like to see that happen for everybody. I like to see everybody's Kickstarter succeed.
Yeah, which means that now, but as of now, we're just under 1,100 to go.
Outstanding. Well, I hope that you get there really fast because you're so close, and I hope that it gets there pretty quick because that's a very modest goal that you have.
Yeah. I think Night pulled me into. I was telling you guys earlier, like a small, idea of I can get this very fast because Night I launched literally on my birthday, which was a Tuesday. By Friday we were funded, so I'm like, whoa! I never had that happen to me before. But I'd also like to point out we're actually on faster track to reach goal than we were last year with American Dreams 1 through 5, which launched on the same day last year.
Awesome.
Yeah, which is awesome. That's
great. That's cool. Oh, Laura, you froze for a second in a very weird spot.
Oh, did I?
It was just for a second. And you kind of had almost duck face happen, and it was interesting. I don't know if that was just me or if that was everybody, but it amused me. So,
what else? Otherwise, I'm probably going to take a break from Kickstarter for the rest of the year because we have to get rest of Night Wrath out. We have to get this book printed out. I also have to get a lot of shorts before I can even print. So I have to put everything in a different account. So I don't do cross pollination. It'd be bad. Obviously, but short term. I have Terrificon up in Connecticut at the end of this month. The weekend before that, I'll be in Hanover, Pennsylvania. So that'll be the 24th of July. I'm going to be doing a store signing at Nerdtopia at their grand opening. And that's in Hanover, Pennsylvania. The weekend after that, I'm Terrificon at Mohegan Sun. Then I have Baltimore in October, and I'll be wandering around New York Comic Con because I have a pro badge for that, but I don't have a table. As for the next project on Kickstarter, which will be probably some point next year, a couple options. American Dream 6 it's drawn. I just think we get colored and lettered. I think I get one more cover, and then put that together. Or it'll be Greasers vs. Aliens 1.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
What I like to say is Grease or American Graffiti meets Mars Attacks.
Oh, I like that. That sounds fun.
What even is that going to be?
The first 4-issue arc is already.
What Mars Attacks was.
The first 4-issue arc is already written. The first issue is already drawn as being colored. The second issue is already partially drawn. I had to pause it because I have bills I have to focus on first. But yeah, and then I have Sonic is still in production. I still have to get warning to finish coloring that. The first issue, and then get that lettered and get a cover and everything. A few pitches I'm working on with friends that we're working on, including with Dodie and Tebby, the American Dreams Pencils and Inks team that we're going to be pitching around hopefully relatively soon. I need to get a letter. I have a letterer working on that. So
we got to get you an Elsewhere 4 if you have a story.
Elsewhere, know I've talked to Dodie and Tebby about potentially doing something for Elsewhere. Is it 4 or 3 or 4 now?
4. The next one's 4. 3's already published. Yeah.
Like, I need to talk to because we've designed the villain potentially.
Nice.
I'll actually create this little short story. Like, how many pages is it again? Like 8-ish at the most.
Anywhere between 2 and 10, basically. There's kind of a range. Yeah.
Yeah, like if you have more than 10, like just if it's like if you're talking about like 12 pages, you can get in touch and we'll
Yeah.
talk
I'll
through
figure,
it.
I'll figure out something this week. Maybe I'll talk
Yeah.
to Dodie and then
Generally,
figure out.
tell us.
Yeah.
We've had single page. We've had stories in there that were literally just one page. So
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
that's the minimum, obviously. But yeah, and my story was only 2 pages, and you can do 10 pages tells a hell of a story. So
You have to set up, the whole thing. So, well, probably if it's like between 8 and 10 at the most. I also got some things going on with Charlie McKelvey,
Nice.
including maybe a certain Liberty cameo in something.
nice. Yeah, well, you got lots of crap going on for the foreseeable future, don't you?
I got a lot of stuff I'm juggling.
I know we're all busy, but yeah, like you're just you. That's just all you. You don't. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, I just have to get things finished and done and get ready to go because I don't want to be like, oh, set things partially done and then have to make a higher goal and then everything.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, so all those cons that you mentioned, somebody was holding their American Dreams issue 1 and they wanted to get it signed by the creator. They could maybe pop in and stop at your table and.
Yeah, I'll be at table E9 at Terrificon in our styling.
There you go. So that's super exciting. I am like best of luck for all that stuff you got. I'm Mars Attacks. Like just never mind anything else about it. If you're doing a story that's kind of like Mars Attacks, I cannot wait to see what the hell that's going to be.
It's let's get you the idea of the craziness that's going to be in that first arc. Because it's my take on I say it in Freeport, New York, which is where my dad's from. So it's a small little seaside town. It's a suburb. So this is all. The first issue is basically setting up. The first 4 issues is basically the first arc is basically the beginnings of the complications. And let's say issue 4 has a really great sequence, but we have to get through issue 1 first. All these issues are going to be exercise. They're going to be like 34 pages of story, and me and Andy Cordy's also my editor on it. Are going to create like a little 2-page, special thing.
Wow,
awesome.
I like to make like a hardcover variant of each of those issues, but I just might not be logistical craziness. Like I could talk to Comic Impression, see if they can do like a 36-page hardcover like they did for Dark Knight 3 for those issues.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's all the little like the nuances of creating a comic, all that stuff that you have to figure out and work out and talk to a million different people to make sure it can happen. So it's
I have to talk to Gabe when he's done with this book. He's doing with Wesley Snipes, which is really kind of cool. But when he's done, I'm going to ask him to start work on issue 2 of Night Wrath. But because I was talking to him about a few things throughout the week, I'm like, I'm not going to push you to start issue 2 because I know your plate's full with his graphic novel. That is also a Kickstarter right now, which is like doing gangbusters. Bless you.
Yeah, I would like a couple campaigns like that. That would be nice.
I mean, I think I got my first taste of it with Night Wrath. I'm like, I want more of this.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, very nice. So okay, I see we're a few minutes overtime actually now. So, go back American Dreams Volume 1. The link is on the scroll bar there on the ticker. But also, if you go to Kickstarter.com, type in the search bar American Dreams, it'll come right up. So go support that. It's very cool. Get the hardcover.
I promise you guys for next Kickstarter I'll have a much shorter link.
Yeah.
That's
those custom links.
Constant struggle with the link size. So go do that. Thank you for joining us tonight and telling us about it, Daniel, and talking about other stuff. Which always happens.
And we're shipping out Night Wrath really soon too, if you guys are waiting for it.
That's happening now.
Yeah, I think we have one wave out and there's another wave going out now. Right?
So tomorrow we are doing our super live stream launch, a super remastered live stream launch. Pretty exciting. That'll be at 5 Eastern. Because I'm not in Eastern time, so I'm always like, okay, I know what time it is for me.
I think the 3 of us.
Scott Fine's going to be with us from Level Up Entertainment. I think maybe Mike Watson's gonna pop in. We'll see. We'll see if he has another meltdown, public meltdown, if he doesn't get first.
Oh, no.
No, it'll be fun. It's always fun when Mike comes in for a show. Yeah, I don't know if there's going to be more people coming in, but it'll be fun. It'll be a good show, and I'm very excited to be able to that we can do this new super thing and get it going for everybody, because it needed to be done, and I think it's a great little homage. So I think it's good. It'll be good. And then next week, actually, speaking of Mike, next Monday for the regular show, Mike Watson's coming on to talk about Emerald Quest. So
Which was launched.
Yes, today,
Yes, it
right?
just launched. Yeah.
I got 8 million emails from like Kickstarter and from Mike stuff, and like so many emails. So I definitely knew it launched. That was interesting. That was fun.
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing this week and next week, and thank you again, Daniel, and thank you everybody who joined us to listen about American Dreams and our feelings about Sandra Bullock's Miss Congeniality franchise, etc. We'll elaborate on that later if it ever gets to be a thing that we need to do. So that's what we do.
Tangent.
So, all right. Yes, I am pretty stoked for tomorrow, but we should go for tonight because people need to eat and sleep and do the thing. So I hope everybody has a wonderful evening, and we'll see you tomorrow, I hope. So
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
bye.